I am going to explain about jump and call instructions in this video. There are two types of jump instructions. They are conditional jump instructions and unconditional jump instructions. First one, conditional jump instruction. First instruction is JZ relative. Relative means relative address. Here everything I am specified address as REL. The meaning of REL is that relative address. That is jump to specified address location. First instruction JZ. JZ means jump on 0. This instruction is related with the accumulator. So, if all the bits of accumulator are 0, then jump to the indicator address. Otherwise, you can proceed it with the next instruction. For example, J is at 4000. You have to check whether all the bits of accumulator are 0 or not. If all bits of accumulator are 0, you can jump to the address specified 4000, or else you can proceed it with the next instruction. JZ means jump on 0. This instruction is related with the accumulator. Then second one, JNZ. JNZ relative means jump on non-zero to that particular address location. Non-zero means accumulator is set as 1. Jump on non-zero relative means if any bit of accumulator is 1, then jump to address specified. Otherwise, you can proceed it with the next instruction. In these two instructions, accumulator content is not at all modified. Then, third jump instruction is JC. JC means jump if carry. J means jump, C means carry. So, JC, jump if carry is equal to 1. That means if carry is set or if carry value is equal to 1, then jump to address indicated. If carry is equal to 0, then you can proceed with the next instruction. If carry value is set as 1, then you can jump to that address indicated. Then fourth instruction type is JNC. JNC is the reverse of JC. That means jump if carry is equal to 0. JNC means jump no carry. Jump no carry. That means carry value is set as 0. If there is no carry value, then you can jump to specified address. Otherwise, you can proceed it with the next instruction. So, there are 4 jump instructions. 2 of them are related with the accumulator and another 2 simply jump instruction. First one, jump on 0. Jump if accumulator content is equal to 0. Then second one, jump on non-zero, which is related with the accumulator content. So, jump if accumulator is equal to 1. Third one, jump on carry. That is, if carry value is set, then jump to specified address location. Then fourth one, jump on non-carry. That is, if carry value is equal to 0, then jump to specified address location. Then fifth jump instruction is JB bit comma relative. JB means jump if bit equal to 1. J means jump, B means bit. Jump if bit is equal to 1. If bit is equal to 1, then jump to particular address location. JB bit comma relative means if bit is equal to 1, then jump to particular address location. For example, here is a program showing the example. So, consider monitor bit P1.5 continuously. you have to monitor P1.5. When it becomes low, send 55H to P2. Whenever this P1.5 becomes low, that is port 1 5th pin becomes low, you have to send a value 55H to port 2. So, how to make P1.5 an input port? By using the instruction set B. Set B P1.5. Make P1.5 an input port. We are sending value 1 to port 1 5th pin. So, what is the next instruction? JB. JB means jump if bit is equal to 1. So, you have to stay here. Here JB P1.5 here means you have to stay here as long as this P1.5 value is equal to 1. So, our first condition is satisfied. Monitor bit P1.5 continuously. So, by the meaning of this continuous, you have to mention this instruction JB P1.5 by using some labels. So, you have to stay here, that is jump if bit is equal to 1. You have to stay here as long as P1.5 is equal to 1. Then what is test? When it becomes low, that means if P1.5 value becomes 0, then you have to send a value 55H to port 2. By using the instruction move P2, #55H. We can send a low value. We can send a value 55H to port 2. So, monitor bit P1.5 continuously. So, you have to stay here as long as this P1.5 bit is equal to 1. If P1.5 bit becomes 0, you have to send a value 55 to port 2. So, by using the instruction move P2, #55H, we can send this value 55 to port 2 as P1.5 becomes low. Then, next instruction is JNB bit, relative. JNB means jump on non-bit. Jump on non-bit. J means jump, N means non, B means bit. That means if bit is equal to 0, then jump to address indicator. If bit is equal to 0, jump to address indicator. Jump on non-bit. Non means bit value is equal to 0. There is no bit value. For example, see if register A has an even number. If not, make it even. So, register A means accumulator register. Accumulator register has an even number. Accumulator register has already got an even number. If it is not even, make it as even. So, we have to check whether there is any bit in accumulator register or not. If there is any bit, then you have to go to address specified. Otherwise, you want to proceed it with the even instructions. So, jump on non-bit accumulator dot 0 next. That means if bit value is equal to 0, if bit value is equal to 0, you have to jump to this address specified. If bit value comes or if bit value is equal to 1, then you have to increment this accumulator register so that it can make it as even. Jump on non-bit ACC.0. ACC.0 means the 0th bit of accumulator. Jump on non-bit. There is no bit for the 0th value of accumulator. If there is no bit, you have to jump to this address specified. Otherwise, you have to increment this accumulator register and you have to make it as even. Then, next instruction type is JBC bit, relative. JBC means J means jump, B means bit, then C means clear. Jump if bit is equal to 1, and clear that bit. Jump if bit is equal to 1 and clear that bit. For example, JBC ACC.7. Jump if bit is equal to 1 and clear that bit. That is the meaning of JBC. ACC.7 means D7th bit of accumulator. Next means address specified. This instruction will jump to label next if D7 of accumulator register is high. At the same time, this D7 bit is cleared to 0. If D7 of this accumulator bit is equal to high or bit is set as 1, then this instruction will jump to this address specified. At the same time, this D7 bit is cleared to 0. Also, this accumulator is transferred to port 1. If bit is equal to 0, then this accumulator is transferred to port 1 register. This condition is not satisfied, then this accumulator is transferred to port 1. Value of accumulator contents is copied to port 1 register. Then, next is jump instructions based on comparison. This instruction type mainly uses the instruction CJNE. CJNE means compare, jump, not equal. That means you have to compare destination byte with the source byte. If they are not equal, then you have to jump to specified address location. Syntax of this instruction is CJNE destination byte, comma, source byte, comma, target. Target means specified address location. C means compare, J means jump, NE means not equal. So, carry flag is affected by this instruction. Then, how this carry flag is affected? When this destination byte, that is here, destination byte is greater than or equal to this source byte, then carry flag is set as 0. If this destination byte is less than this source byte, then this carry flag is set as 1. If destination byte greater than or equal to source byte, then carry flag is set as 0. If destination byte is less than source byte, then this carry flag is set as 1. CJNE means compare, jump, not equal. For example, CJNE A, 30H, 100H. Destination byte is accumulator, source byte is 30H address location and target address is 100H. So, this destination byte accumulator contents are compared with the contents of this 30H, and if they are not equal, that is this accumulator content is not equal to contents of 30H, then it will jump to 100H address location. Then next instruction CJNE A, #20H, 70H. Contents of accumulator is compared with the value 20. If this accumulator content and this 20 value are not equal, then it has to jump to this 70H address location. Then CJNE R1, #10H, 60H. That is contents of this R1, register R1 and this 10H value are compared, and if they are not equal, that is 10H is equal to 10H or 10H is not equal to 9H, then it will jump to this 60H address location. Then fourth example CJNE at R1, 01H, 55H. What is the meaning of this? Contents of this R1, that is R1 pointing some address, that address contains some contents. That contents and this 01H are compared together, and if they are not equal, then it will jump to this 55H address location. So CJNE also can be denoted in 4 addressing modes. Register addressing mode, immediate addressing mode, indirect addressing mode, direct addressing mode. Then next is DJNZ, byte comma address. DJNZ, D means decrement, J means jump, N means non, Z means 0. Decrement and jump on non-zero. Decrement and jump if register not equal to 0. That means decrement the contents of the indicator address. Decrement the contents of the indicator address by 1 and check to see if the contents at this address is 0. If the content is not 0, branch to indicator address location. For example, DJNZ R2, back. Decrement the contents of this register R2 and check to see if the contents of this register are 0 or not. If the contents is non-zero, then you can jump to this address specified. If the content becomes 0, then you have to proceed it with the next instructions. For example, count from 1 to 20 and send the count to P1. Here you have to count from 1, 2, 3 up to 20 value and send this count to port 1. For writing this program, first we want to clear accumulator. So by using the instruction clear A, accumulator content is cleared. So accumulator value becomes 0. By using this accumulator only, you can send value to port 1. That's why we are first clearing this accumulator. Then you have to count from 1 to 20. So you have to set a counter. You can use any of those registers ranging from R0 to R7 for using this purpose. So here I am using R2 as the counter. So I am setting this R2 register as the value 20. So move R2, #20. By using this instruction, R2 value is set as 20. Then first this accumulator value is 0. Then you have to increment this accumulator value. Then only you can send 1 to 20 to port 1. So by using the instruction INCA, increment accumulator contents by 1. You can increment accumulator content. Then that content is transferred to port 1 by using the instruction move P1, A. Since only port 1 or any of the ports P0, P1, P2, P3 are associated with the only accumulator, you have to use these type of instructions only. Move P1, A. You cannot use any of the registers for movement for transferring this data to port 1 or port 0. So by using accumulator only, you can transfer contents to port 1. Then you have to check whether all these count values are entered into port 1 or not. Here only one value is entered to port 1. Then you have to decrement this count value to 20 to 19, 19 to 18 and so on. By using this instruction DJNZ, decrement and jump on non-zero R2. So first this R2 value will become 19. Then this instruction is again executed. Increment A, 1 becomes 2. Then this 2 value is sent to port 1. Then decrement jump on non-zero, R2 value become 18. Then increment A, 2 becomes 3. Then this 3 value is transferred to port 1 and so on. Until this R2 value becomes 0, this instruction is executed. If R2 value becomes 0, this process ends and it will jump to next instruction if there is. Otherwise, this is the program. Hope you understood this program. you have to send a value to port 1. For that, we are clearing first accumulator. Then we are setting the counter as by using a register. Then you are by using the instruction INCA, you are incrementing this accumulator contents. At the same time, you have to check whether all these values are entered or not. By using the instruction DJNZ R2, back, these instructions can be executed. Then, this is the program showing the application of both instructions CJNE and DJNZ. 10x numbers are stored in RAM locations 50H onwards. Write a program to find the biggest number in the set. The biggest number should finally be saved in 60H. So, you have 10x numbers. 10x numbers, you can choose x numbers as either you can choose it as 1, 2, 3, then a smaller number 4, 5, then again 3, then 2, 6, 7, 8. Like that you can choose 10x numbers. Then you have to start from RAM locations 50H onwards. Write a program to find the biggest number in the set. Here I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 6, 7, 8. My biggest number is 8. You have to save this biggest number. You have to find this biggest number. Finally, this biggest number 8 should be saved in 60H address location. So, first you have to set this location. For that, you have to use one register. Then you have to mention a counter for this 10. Then you have to find the biggest number. First, you have to initialize it as 0. Then you have to compare this 0 with that number. For example, 0 is compared with 1. So, 1 is a bigger value. So, you have to save that 1 in some particular location. Then you have to compare another value with this one. If it is greater than 1, then you have to save that value in that particular location. Like that, you have to find the biggest number and you have to finally save that biggest number in the location 60H. For that, first I have to set a RAM location 50H. So, I am using one register R0 for pointing this data, for pointer to data 50H. So, R0 is set as 50H. So, R0 will be setting as 50H. From 50H onwards, 50H, 51H, 52H. From that 50H location onwards, you will be having 10x numbers. Then, I have to set a counter. So, for that, move R1, #10. So, R1 is set as a counter. Then, first value. I am using this B register for saving my bigger value. So, move B, #0. That means B register is cleared first. Then, by using this instruction, I want to get data from this location 50H onwards. 50H contains some data, 51H contains some another data and so on. So, I want to get data from this 50H onwards. So, by using this instruction, move A, at R0. That R0 will be pointing to the address location 50H and that 50H contains a data. That data is transferred to accumulator. For example, this 50H contains my data 1. That 1 is transferred to this accumulator. Then CJNE, compare, jump if not equal. Accumulator contents and B register contents are compared together, and if they are not equal, then I want to jump to this address location. So, first accumulator, since I am taking 1 as the value, this 1 is compared with this 0 value. They are not equal, so I have to jump to this location. So you can also note it as destination byte is greater than the source byte, since I have taken destination byte as 1 and source byte as 0. So if destination byte is greater than source byte, you can note that here there is no carry flag. Carry flag is equal to 0. If there is any carry, you have to jump to here. Here there is no carry. So accumulator contents have to be transferred to B register again. So my 1 is transferred to B. Now this B value is modified as 1. Then you have to increment R0. Increment R0 means this 50H address location becomes 51H. Then you have to check whether this counter has decremented to 0 or not. You have to count up to 10 values. So by using the instruction decrement jump on non-zero. So this 10 value becomes decremented by 1, that is 10 becomes 9, and again I have to come here. Then move a comma at R0. Now R0 is at 51st location. I have taken 2 as my 51st location value. So this 2 is transferred to accumulator. Then what is B content? B content now becomes 1. So CJNE A comma B comma loop. So this 2 is compared with the 1. Then if they are not equal, then I have to transfer it to here. So A comma B comma loop. Then here comes, here also destination byte is greater than source byte. There is no carry. So this accumulator content is transferred to B register. So B register now contains 2, value 2. Then again increment R0. This 51H becomes 52H. Now 52H again contains the value 1. Now I am saving 52H again as 1. Then decrement jump on non-zero, this 9 becomes 8. So at R0. At R0 contains now value as 1. CJNE 1 comma 2 comma loop. That means 1 is less than this 2. That means a carry arises. If there is a carry, then you have to jump to here directly. That means 1 is less than 2. That means you can directly increment R0. That is 52H becomes 53H. Here 53H, I am saving one value as 4. So 53H becomes 4. Then DJN is at R1. This 8 becomes 7 and so on. Then if this 4 value I am transferring 4 value to accumulator, then CJNE 4 comma, then B is 2, 4 comma 2 comma loop. Again this destination byte is greater. So destination byte is greater, then it is again transferred to B register. So now B will be having 4 and so on. This instruction is executed until this R1 value becomes 0, 0. If R1 is 0, then you have to transfer that B register value to accumulator, and finally this accumulator value to the address location 60H. So B will be containing the highest number. That highest number you can transfer to this 60H address location. So you can try it with the 5x numbers, or you can try it with the 3x numbers. By writing 3x numbers, you can easily find a result for this program. This program is an application for jump on carry, CJNE as well as DJNS. Then, as I have already told you, there are two jump instructions. First one is conditional jump instructions that we have already said based on some conditions it will jump to particular address locations. Then second one is unconditional jump instruction. Unconditional jump instructions means there is no conditions. There are no conditions. So unconditional jump instructions are mainly of three types. First one is S-jump. S-jump means short jump. SJMP. SJMP means short jump. For example, S-jump, an address location is specified. S-jump 2000. Then short jump to that address location specified. Then S-jump means short jump, range 128 bytes before instruction to 128 bytes after instruction. It is a 2-byte instruction. For example, SJMP address. Then second one is long jump. Long jump uses the syntax LJMP. It is a 3-byte instruction. First byte is the opcode and second and third byte represents 16-bit address of the target location. For example, you can denote it as LJMP, an address location. Then third is AJMP. That means absolute jump. It will branch to indicate address within 2 kilobyte of program memory. These all are unconditional jump instructions. S-jump, short jump, L-jump, long jump, A-jump, absolute jump. Here there is one S-jump used. That means you have to short jump to this location. Then next is call instructions. There are two call instructions for 8051. They are LCall and ACall. LCall means long call. Long call is a 3-byte instruction. It uses to call 64 kilobyte address space of the 8051. It is used to call subroutines located anywhere in the program. Then next is ACall. ACall means absolute call. Absolute call is a 2-byte instruction. This instruction target byte address of the subroutine must be within 2 kilobyte address. ACall means absolute call. It's a 2-byte instruction. The target address of the subroutine must be within this 2 kilobyte address. Hope you have understood all jump and call instructions. Thank you.